Alright, hello everyone. This is going to be a speedrun tutorial for Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. The story easy category to be specific. So, this game has picked up quite a lot of traction recently. I started running it a couple of months back and it was pretty dead. A lot of the runs were quite a few years old and there was only a couple of active players, but it's kind of picking up some traction now, in like the past couple of weeks. So maybe this will aid people, any new runners that are picking up the game right now. Because I know it's definitely easier. There's several written guides about what to do, but they're not really specific. They just kind of say what goals to do in what order, which is fine, but you know, some tricks you might just not know how to do, so it's better for someone to explain them to you. And you know, you've got my inputs in the bottom right. You can see me kind of moving my sticks down there to see exactly how to do it. So yeah, let's get into it. So timing kind of starts weirdly in this game. It's not like Thug 2, if you've seen my Thug 2 guide, where it starts when you kind of load into the first level. Well, Thug 2 timing is kind of weird as well. Tony Hawk's speedruns are all just weird. Okay, let's just leave it at that. But essentially, you have to set up a save because Tony Hawk players like to customize their characters, but the character customization is technically part of the game. So yeah, so we'll start up a new game and I'll show you how it works. Another reason people don't like to start from now is because this cutscene is completely unskippable and it's like a minute long. And people don't want to watch a minute-long cutscene for every reset.
Hiding in the fields, I know you haunt me. Waste away the day.
So you can pick anyone you want here. I just picked this guy because it's the first dude, and I always picked him as a kid. So yeah, we'll go with him. You can skip this, thankfully. So this is just like a clothing tutorial. So you have to change your hair, otherwise you'll fail it.
Want to change your look this morning?
I just go for bald.
Nice quaff. Now you're.
You'll complete that goal.
Too shabby.
And then you have to change your clothes as well.
Hey there.
So just go shirtless. And then what I also do is this is optional, but so the rules are written kind of weirdly, but so the person who wrote them intended that you would start from $100 when you load the save that you're going to be loading. But the way it's written is that you're supposed to start from the same amount that you would start if you started a new game, which is $120. So everyone starts from 120. It doesn't matter in easy whether you start from 100 or 120. It won't matter whatsoever, because you'll have enough money to get through the game either way, just from doing the goals that you're forced to do anyway. So if you want to start from 100, then that's fine. But if you want to be normal, then start from 120. Now the way you get money back, obviously we need $20 to go back up to 120, is you need to do bum goals, right? So when I exit out of here, you see that little dollar sign on the top of the map over there? That's a bum, and he'll give you $25 for each like goal you complete. And the goals are super easy. It's just like do a trick a bunch of times, or you know, he'll call out a trick or a combo score and you've got to get it, right? But he gives you, they're in $25 increments, so we can't get $25 from him. So what I do, if you've seen my runs, is I buy a $30 pair of jeans or pants or whatever you want to call them. So that takes me down to 70, and then I do 2 bum goals to get back to up to 120.
Hey, so we'll keep it easy for now.
But the easiest way to do it that I've been made aware of is to just do 1 bum goal, and then you'll be at 125, and then just buy a pair of socks that are apparently $5. So we'll give that a test to see if it works. Just get some gaps here, simple hops and stuff. So we're $5 over right now.
Do more challenges if you want to earn some more.
So we'll see if this works.
Welcome to the shop. Need to pick
Okay,
up some
it
gear
is.
this afternoon?
Yeah, so you get some new socks. And there you go. You're at 120. Okay, there we go. I don't know why they wouldn't be in the clothes shop, but whatever. Yeah, so now essentially you're ready to go. You've got $120, and yeah, you're set basically. But another problem is that you have to do with the save is that your time of day needs to be quite specific. Okay, so because I kind of dicked around, as you can see when I pause, the time of day is changing. Okay. So when you make the save, you don't want to dick around too much. The reason for that is because the sponsor challenges here, which you have to do a certain amount to get into the AmJam contest, but you're also going to want to do them because they give you speed, which is obviously makes you faster. So we're going to want to max out our speed as quickly as possible. These change and reset every day. So if you take too long, when you come to the Hollywood goals later on in the game, they will be different, and you won't be able to get a speed stat from them, which will lose you time. So what I'll do is, if you want a save that's already made and you can't be asked to make one, I will give you my save. I'll link it in the description. So it's just set up. If you're wondering what NM means, it just means no music. Because I don't listen to music. I listen to my own music while I do runs. But for the sake of this, I'll change the music to put it on for you. If I can, oh, it's in sound options. It's a bit loud. There we go. So, once you've set up a save, or you steal mine or whatever, and do whatever you want with it, as soon as you hit continue story, that's when the time will start, okay? And it'll be set up so the first thing you'll do is the Ian goal, where he teaches you how to caveman and stuff. So, this is where you would start the timer. Just taking a quick drink there. So, there's no auto-splitter for this game. Well, there is for classic mode, but there isn't for story. So, again, you can find all of my splits in my speedrun.com submissions via splits.io. So you can steal them if you want as well. Just steal everything. Just rob me at this point, basically. So yeah, you'll start the timer here. You'll immediately go over to Ian.
Huh? I saw.
Skip through his dialogue.
Try it out.
And then just instantly caveman but bail. It doesn't matter if you bail. It'll count anyway.
And then grind again.
And then for these, you're just copying what he asked you to do. For these two, make sure you don't jump on too early, otherwise it won't count.
That's hey. If you can eat. Oh.
And then we're just gonna go over to Mindy.
There's the eat every night for one like the you.
So here you've got to complete just one stat challenge. Easiest way to do it is just by doing a board mount like that for the speed. Because speed is good. Speed is speedy.
Yo, I might
Get lots of speed.
If he does, he's got.
For this, you don't actually have to kickflip all the way over him. I kind of fucked it up there, but you can just kind of kickflip like next to him like that.
Oh, all right. It's.
Who's that on Discord? Go away. This 3 manuals really easily. You can do nose manuals if you want.
Now it's manual to the.
This one you can jump nice and early, like that, and then buffer a jump input, and it'll launch you forward like that. You can get that stat from basically anywhere.
Hey,
Now you
Skip through this. Revert. Manual.
He's hanging.
So if you thought the tutorials were really fun, what's also really fun is a minute auto-scroller right at the start of the game.
Oh, you're on, noob.
So fortunately you can use this time to do a couple of things. One of them is reconsider why you're ever playing this game. But the other one is get stats. So the 4 stats that you have to do, well, you don't have to do them in Hollywood, but you have to complete 6 stat challenges to get into the AmJam. So you do 4 of them in Hollywood during this auto-scroller, or like in the section, because it's nice and easy. So you've already done the ollie up 3 feet from grinding the rail, and you've already done the board mount to get the speed. So the last 2 you need to do a caveman and grind, so you just do them both at the same time. There you go, that's done. Now, every single auto-scroller in this game where you have to beat people in points, apart from the AmJam, will like rubber band. So, because I'm getting no points now, Joe Skater will also get basically no points. But if you start doing million combos, he'll do the same. So what I do is I just kind of dick around until the last 10 seconds and then start getting points. But it really isn't difficult to beat him. You have to get pretty unlucky for him to just demolish you right at the end. There we go. And then we just need to give him a good old smack with the board. There we go. And then here's this guy. Later on in the game, you're gonna have to do like a certain tag challenge, or not a tag challenge, but you have to tag up a lot of spots, and you can only do that if you've got a tag which has all the different styles in it. So the way you obtain that tag is you have to do all of these guys' goals. So obviously the easiest way to do it is to like figure out a route that you can do them all, you know, in like a decent route rather than doing them all at once at the end. So this is the first one. So these are super easy. All you do is just go to wherever the piece is and tag it with Y or triangle or whatever you're using.
I'm all over the place. See ya.
And then I take this route up here to the next guy. You don't have to take this, it just looks cool.
Sup? What do you... Help me? Think you can throw my piece up there?
And same again.
Nice work, bro. Come find me if you want to do some more art. I'm out.
The way the people... He's sad.
I'm gonna quickly turn my game down a bit because it's a bit loud. I feel like I'm like shouting over the game. There we go. Alright, so this goal is super easy. You just do like you automatically get put in noise stands, so you can just do like any trick and you'll get a shitload of points. This one I just do it on the half pipe because it's pretty risky to try and do 10k on flat. And then just finish with the last tag.
Sup? What?
And that's Hollywood done.
Think you can throw my piece up there?
There you go.
Good job, Holmes. Come see me later if you want to bomb some more. I'm all over the place. See ya.
So next is Beverly Hills, which is just basically another tutorial. The first 10 minutes of this game suck, but the rest is pretty fun.
Hey, this is Tony Hawk.
So we're gonna start with a tag.
Help me. Think you can throw my piece up there? Good job, Holmes.
You can grind that rail, but it's kind of awkward, and
I'm all over the place.
sometimes I'll just randomly bail while doing it, so whatever. And then, oops, talk to Mindy here.
I've got the wall flip to check it.
And then more unskippable cutscenes.
Dave, Thug 1 had wall plant. Sticker slap to manual to wall plant.
And I go for the spine transfer to nose grab front flip.
Damn.
You're gonna have... They are after you've learned a thing or two.
So now I've basically got to learn a lot of stuff from the skate club guys. More unskippable nonsense.
Just go.
Just do a 180 here and just do 3 on the wall. For some reason the stickers don't show sometimes.
Nice. Cool. That's how.
And then you do the same with the wall plant. Something weird here is if you look at his skateboard, it kind of freaks out there for a second. Like it spins in midair for some reason.
Oh, now you.
There's a couple of weird points like that in the game. I'll point them out if I remember. So yeah, it's nice and easy.
Here, check it. Just go towards the wall and wall ride. Okay, there.
This part's kind of a ball ache because this last wall ride that you do it on this wall here, this one. But the wall's like super short, and the game takes like a good second or so to dictate whether you're doing a wall ride or not. So you have to get on super early, like that, and then manual, and then start this goal at the same time. The reason for that is, as you can see, like at the end of every goal, you get like a load of things that you have to accept. Like, oh yeah, sweet, I learned this and I learned that. So if you start another goal, then you can mash through them through the cutscenes, so you don't lose any time. So this is more just tutorial stuff. You can get 2 rolls there, or 2 flips even, but for some reason, I don't know if this just happens to me or what, but sometimes, like, my character will just double flip even though I only do 2 inputs. And obviously, if he does that, then you haven't got enough time to do another one. So that's what it should look like
Damn,
anyway.
since you got the spine transfer, jump off.
And then this you just run and press acid drop.
Good
Super
job.
easy.
Now for bank. When you're over an angled surface, you can do a bank transfer. That's all. Go ahead, you're
And then
up.
we're gonna chain this into the next one. So you can use the planter here, it's more on the way to just spam bank drops. And then just manual start the French guy. Get rid of all the confirmation boxes.
Now flips are flipping fun. Try to do.
So you can caveman mid-air there to save you having to wait for the combo running out. And then here you can press, if you press the climb button and then immediately jump as you're going up, as you can see, you'll like grab on the top immediately.
Combo without board with wheels.
Saves you having to run up and then fall back down onto the wall.
Voila. You try.
You can caveman here as well in midair to
Front.
land on your wheels so your combo instantly ends. And then we're going to chain this into the next cutscene as well. And caveman then instantly start it.
I'll show you. It's called a not spin.
Skip through all this.
Ah, that bites.
There's also a chance that if you start the goal on the right frame. Also, I'll quickly mention there, he tries to grab his board even though he's in the cutscene, and his animation fucks up, and it looks like the board just gets launched at him. I don't know if you saw that, you'd probably have to rewind, but yeah. So, yeah, there's actually a chance in most of these goals that if you start the goal at the right frame, I'm pretty sure it's frame perfect, then you can skip the cutscene entirely, which saves quite a bit of time if you get it consistently, but it's pretty difficult. So, after you've done this goal, you need to go and speak to that tagger guy, and the easiest way to do that is to butt slap off this planter. If you don't know how to butt slap, then there are other tutorials out there, so I won't go too far into it, but basically all you do is you roll off an edge like this, like that, without jumping, and then you do a flip, like that, and then as soon as you start the flip, you then like spam jump immediately afterwards, so it looks like that. So you're basically chaining jumps on top of each other, so you can get a nice amount of height, like that. That'll be used quite a lot in some of these goals, so I would recommend practicing that. So yeah, butt slap up here. If you can't butt slap, then just climb up, but butt slapping is obviously faster. And it's not too difficult to learn. If I remember, I'm pretty sure I learnt from Silence tutorial, so I'll link that if I remember.
If you want to do some more art, I'm out.
So just do this tag. And then here there's another quite difficult butt slap that that Yib actually talked about a while ago, but nobody actually ever did it in a run. You basically butt slap from like the corner of here straight onto the building, but it's kind of difficult to do. Like that. With a bit of practice, it's not too hard. So if you don't want to do that, then you run around here, grab the sponsor challenges down there, and then climb up this ladder, this one here, and then go to this guy. But you can just butt slap over with a bit of practice.
Help me, think you could throw my piece up there? Nice work,
And then
bro.
if you do the butt slap and you haven't already grabbed the sponsor challenges, then you just grab them now. Just go over here and grab them. And then speak to this guy. So spam bonelesses, then bone dollies, but don't spam them just yet, because we're gonna line up another objective skip. So all that you want to do here is just do like a bone dolly, and then oops, if I can do it correctly. Bone dolly, and then the guy will spawn.
Just watch and learn.
So you can
Spine
immediately
transfer to
start
nose
this
grab
goal.
to front flip.
So we'll get another speed increase here, because the stats that we just got, they want you to do a spine transfer, so you can do both at the same time. And then that's Beverly Hills done. Nice and easy.
Wow, that was awesome.
You nailed it. I haven't seen someone so dialed since that Rodney versus Day One video.
More on
Prove
skippable
yourself
nonsense.
to us, Hucker. Now follow us up here to meet Iggy.
So next up is a skate ranch segment. And it starts off with a great goal involving you skitching a dog all the way across the map for like 3 minutes, and there's no way to speed it up. So it'll spawn here in a second. Skip cutscene.
Hey, I know. Here.
So yeah. Skitch Sanchez. And it's not even like you can AFK because you have to focus on the balance meter, which is super fun.
I hope you catch me. I'm like an open door. I know.
Hey, you. Okay, forget that.
And then just skip through this and break the board.
Good boy, Sanchez.
And then they deliberately
Some more wood.
made this part of the cutscene unskippable just so they could make a wood joke. Haha. Let's go and get some more wood. Get it? Because it's like dick. Haha. Hilarious.
You drag me right across the floor. Will you please help me? I'm calling out to you.
Well, you're in. This is Sanchez. Good. All right. Hey.
There's a small optimization there. You can kind of jump off before the cutscene starts, so you get a nice bit of momentum. Also, I'm gonna wall ride around here because in these transitions your speed is hard capped. But with wall riding you get a tiny bit of momentum, so it's ever so slightly faster. And then grinding is also slightly faster, so we'll grind for a bit. Also, if you see here, I'm in switch stance. Your speed stat isn't... So, in this game, obviously your speed stat is how fast you move, right? So you want to increase that. But when you're in switch, that doesn't apply. It's based off your switch stat, which is how fast you go in switch stance. So because we're not going to increase our switch stance, like, at all, there's no need to,
No.
then you need to make sure you're not in switch stance when you're doing things like that, because you'll be moving slow, because you don't have a good switch stat. So yeah.
Get some.
With that, you can just hold bird slide and not move until like the last second, and it'll still count. You'll do that quite a few times with bird slides.
Slimmy, did you hear the word on the radio?
But that's all pretty
Tony Hawk said on
self-explanatory.
the show that some crazy lunatic
More
busted up this
unskippable
lame
nonsense.
protest in Hollywood by knocking down the dinosaur head right in the middle of them. That's awesome.
We didn't hear about it, Murphy. We saw it. You're looking at the crazy lunatic right here. Mr. Dino Demo himself.
That's ridiculous, man. Hey, you know what would even be better than that? We should go snag that thing. That big T-Rex could be our first piece for the skate ranch. I'm down with that plan.
You should cruise back over to Hollywood before that thing's gone and bring back that dino head.
Oops. So we're just going to take the car back here. This is pretty convenient. I'm going to go and speak to Joey, who's got the dino head. So this is the first instance of where money comes into play. You have to pay money to get this, as you just see. So, but we already have a shitload of money because it's easy difficulty and you don't have to pay a whole lot for anything. But in normal and sick, everything's more expensive, so you have to actually grind money and it becomes a bit more complicated. But yeah, so for easy, you don't have to bother. And then you want to walk back to the skate ranch. This is another cutscene here. Fortunately, you can skip most of
Man, I can't wait
this.
to ride that thing. Hey, meet me.
Also, if you're a dumbass like me and you jump just before that cutscene, you'll pretty much always bail here. So don't jump there. Don't do what I just did. So now we're going back to Beverly Hills. Murphy's right here. And this is very important, okay? So
Dude, it is.
when you're about to do this goal, whatever you do, don't start mashing in the cutscene. Because if you buffer an ollie input during this cutscene, you will crash the game 100% of the time. So jump, press A once, then A once again, and that's it.
That was so
Do
good.
any more,
Murphy
and
Moose,
you
would
will crash the
like
game.
extra
Now
time?
you can start skipping. So we need to do one goal here, and the quickest one is just this one, where you just got to mash.
Okay.
So just mash as fast as you can to get this thing up. And then you'll wait for him to pull it a little bit. And then you do it again. And then you want to walk back again. Because the bus is quite far away, but obviously you can just take the car back to Hollywood. And then grab these stats here. On the way to the next goal, you want to kind of grind and do some stuff. Do a combo. So you get speed and ollie +2. The ollie will pretty much come automatically. Grind here, bank drop. And that's the end of skate wrench.
Yo,
Oh, did you spoons
catch you.
One more.
So that's that done. Now we just go into downtown. So if you ever get a chance, grind these escalators. For some reason they give you a lot of speed. And then you want to do the tag goal.
So, what? Help me pick. Think you can throw my piece up there?
Easiest way to get up here is double jump and then grab.
Good job, Holmes. Come see me later if you want to.
And then just jump off early.
I'm all over the place.
So you'll fall right down.
See ya.
And then you want to be on the same roof, so just do the same thing again. And here, on the PC version, it's kind of weird. So the inputs are either K, R, or G. Now, you'll know which one it is, because KK is kick kick, RR is rail rail, and GG is grab grab. So obviously if I've got my kick button, which is like where you kick flip and stuff, set to X with an Xbox controller, then it's XX for KK. Just whatever your grab rail, aka grind, and kick buttons are set to. So you'll just learn that, it's not difficult. So another tag here.
Help me.
We'll be using another butt slap to get up here. But if you don't want a butt slap like this to get up, it's just up here, then you can instead just go around. And just go up here instead. But obviously butt slapping is faster. So just... Oops. There we go. And then just hop on over.
Nice one. Catch up with me later if you want to do some more art.
That's that one done. Then we want to find the Zen guy again. He's just upstairs here.
The path you've got to release it, grind the edge of this quarter pipe, then smash through the green tower. All it does is...
So you don't actually have to grind around the quarter pipe at all here. You can just smash into it from the right side. And you can also do it here, but the timing's pretty difficult. So hopefully I'll try and get it. But yeah, you've got to jump at like the right time, so your head hits it. It's pretty difficult to do. So if you can't get it or you don't feel like going for it, you can just do it like normal instead.
Hey, you are tuned into Tony Hawk's Demolition Radio on Faction on Sirius Satellite Radio.
And then this unlocks the third Zen guy. You just have to do stalls, which is just for me right bumper and Y. Nice and easy. And then stall on the side. Just don't bail, I guess. And then you don't want to warp. So this first goal, you just have to get special. The easiest way to do it is by just 180 judoing onto the rail and then grinding. You'll bail, but it doesn't matter. And then here you just enter focus mode and make sure you don't exit it until the timer runs out, otherwise you'll reset. So you can just do whatever you want. Get a nice high butt slap if you want.
Your app grind on the neck.
So tailbox slide down right. If you're bad like me, you can mess it up. But if you saw there, the easiest way to do that tailbox slide is you can like cancel the grind by pressing the spine transfer buttons. So I'll show you again. Like if you do a grind and you press spine transfer, it'll instantly cancel it so you don't have to jump out of it. So, like that. So that makes it really easy. And then here you just, I'll restart so I'll show you what it's like. You can cut the corner and then enter focus and go over the dumpster. If you jump too early, you'll get the camera like this, but it won't count, so just get a feel for it. And then it's Jam time. So from now on, another thing that you want to do is also make sure you have a full special meter whenever you can, because you travel faster while with a full special meter. So here I want to talk to the judge, and you'll have to beat this guy because he claims he can skate circles around you. So I just do a 180 judo like that, nice and easy. And he does a load of shit. Only gets 10,000 points somehow. So just 180 judo again. Now he's gonna hold a tail grab until he eats shit for some reason. So yeah. And now he's out of the competition and you're in. So pay the fee, nice and cheap. And now here's another auto scroller. But fortunately for this one, it doesn't rubber band, so as long, you can get points and then do whatever you want. So there, those were leftover stats from earlier. So you can just do one big transfer like I did there, like that. I kind of messed it up, but... And then also do a 360 grab at the same time. And then just make sure you have enough points. Like, 20,000 is enough, and they won't catch up to you, ever. And then you can just do whatever you want. And then at the end of this last one, you just want to make sure that you're next to the bike to get ready for it in time. And then that's the end of downtown once that's done. Get rid of the text, get on the bike. Because again, later on in the game, you're going to need to do 3 BMX goals to show that you're a gamer on the BMX. So this first one, it's just 30 seconds, don't bail. So you can just AFK if you want. Yeah, so once that's done, you need to do 2 more, and the spawns are random. So there are 2 spawns here, referred to as the god spawns, because obviously it means you don't have to go out of your way. There's one here, which he'll always start here, and then there's one here. Then there's one where I've got the spawn now, which is over here, which is like an okay spawn. I'm pretty sure there's one over here as well, which is another okay spawn, like here in this corner. And then there's also the bad spawns. So I'll do this one, and if I get the bad spawn, I'll show you it. So tail whips, nice and easy, just really right stick. So yeah, I got a bad spawn. So the bad spawn's all the way over here. So this is pretty bad RNG, but you know, it's not the biggest deal. So once you've done the crank flips, that's it, you're done with BMX. So you can get off, get special again, get out of switch stance, don't turn that corner like a dick, like me. There we go. And then we want to go out of here. And then as soon as you go out, turn right, grind here. And if you're quick enough, you can get a skitch on this car, which is nice because skitching makes you super speedy. And then we need to go back to the ranch. So I'm gonna go back to Beverly Hills and then go back to the ranch. Because we need to watch a cutscene here of Iggy getting arrested. So you can just wait by the car, because you're going to be using it straight after the cutscene. There we go. And then go back to Beverly Hills again. Do a straight 180. This way. Now we need to impress the skate club leaders.
Yeah,
Average man.
So they'll give us access to Santa Monica. So this you need to trick on all the flashing objects. Nice and easy, just go around in a circle basically. And then for this one, delay, do a stall, and then jump off from the guys right here to start the next goal.
Rule number. Wild.
This is a big auto scroller again, so yeah, epic.
I know you drag me right across the floor. Will you please help me? Help me. I'm calling out to you. I'm burning. I'd spin the world around. Humans.
Then as soon as this one comes in, that's it, you're done.
Hey, the dump. What's
It's
escape?
time for this goal. Grind up here, nice and speedy. Go over.
Here, we've. What do you?
So you have to do a lip trick. I like to press Y and B here to go into a blunt to fakie, because when you descend it goes super fast down,
Now hit.
but I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter. You can butt slap up here to get to the second lip. If you again you don't want to butt slap, then you can just, you know, get some air by going up and down. And then for this last one, you don't need to actually go on the high lip like it tells you. So you just do it there, on the bottom one. Then hop over. This is the last goal of Beverly Hills Part 2. Another really long auto-scroller, where again, they don't get any points if you don't get any points. So just kind of chill and dick around for a bit.
The truth you're seeking. We're not gonna take the fall like that. Fight the weakness, your heart still beating. We're savages. We're savages.
That's Beverly Hills 2 done. We've got Santa Monica unlocked. There's gonna be a cutscene as soon as you come out of here.
Hey,
Some
get
kid
off. Wait a
talking
minute.
to you.
Yeah. You'll see ya.
Then immediately do a 180 and speak to this guy.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
Let's see.
So this is really simple. You just grind over here, grind, jump, then grind again without touching the ground. This one's going to be another butt slap. You have to meet him on the roof without touching the ground.
Try getting up with
Easiest way to do it is by butt slapping.
that. Nice
Again,
work.
if you don't want to butt slap, just
Hey, kid.
do the grind like you're intended to do even. So then this one, you just want to jump here. And then jump over, and jump over again. That's that done. And then there's a new goal that spawned,
Hey, fast.
where a lot of kids that are high on sugar or some shit. And do cavemans. So just do some cavemans. There you go. Nice and easy. You don't have to land on the marker. Just land in the general area and it's all fine.
Yeah, we gotta get. Don't worry.
So you don't want to warp. Now I want to go all the way over to the other side of Santa Monica. You don't want to do either of these two goals because they're both slow. You want to do this one instead.
What's up, homie?
Yeah.
Check it.
This has some pretty interesting dialogue because he's talking about Thug 2. Bit of a fourth wall breaking there. But yeah, the controls of this are pretty aids, as you can see. Like, the left and right aren't inverted, but the up and down is. And you can't change it, so it's pretty dumb. But yeah, just something you get used to. And then once you've done that, you want to immediately jump down into here. And it'll warp you across. It's a bit faster. And now we're back to the tagging again.
What do you? Help me. Think you could throw my piece up
First
there?
one. He says throw your piece up there, but it's actually on the floor. So I don't know why he says up, but whatever. And then this goal, unfortunately, is... This goal is really long, but it's mandatory. You can't skip it, so it's pretty unfortunate. So you have to do a lip trick all the way over this fucking carousel, which is stupid and boring. So As you can see, you don't even touch the fucking thing. Land.
What a dude, meet me at the end of the ride this don't worry.
And then this one, you're supposed to ride all the way around, but you don't have to. You can just manual here, and as long as you get the halfway gap, then you're good. And you can skip that bit.
Dude, all luck, no.
It's really easy.
I figured ride that.
And then this is just grinding and killing the pigeons, basically. You can jump here to get an extra bit of momentum.
You waiting?
And then same again here. Jump here. And that's that done.
I'll see you.
Conveniently, this lines you up nicely for the next tag, though. Oops.
Hey, bro, what do you... Help me. Think you could throw my piece up there?
So it's just over here. Nice and easy.
Nice one. Catch up with me
Now this
later
goal
if you wanna do
coming
some
up,
more art.
this goal is complete bullshit. So be warned.
Hey there.
Hey.
This
Yeah.
involves you doing a
Yeah.
bank drop on a shark head. The bank drop is fine, but then after that you have to stall 3 times, and stalling on this thing is fucking ass. So you get a stall like this, and then the easiest way to do it is by jumping off and then getting off your board, and then trying to land back on. Either that or trying to grab on. Like you can, if you hold to climb, you can grab onto the top of it. But if not, you just go around again, and then like that. But as you can see, sometimes you just won't grab onto it whatsoever, and you'll have to restart.
Shark attack!
So yeah, definitely practice that, because it can lose you a lot of time.
I'll call.
So once we've done that, then we want to grab the sponsors just here. But again, this is where the time of day comes in. Your in a run, your sponsors are going to be different than mine here, because if the game would let me pause, there it is. It's currently 6 AM. The day after it's going to be in a run, because obviously I've stopped and explained lots of things. So what I'll do is I'll quickly redo this to get up to here. So then, actually no, I'll make it easier on myself. All I'll do is I'll just post a clip of the challenges and what you're supposed to do. Okay, so. So you go, once you've accepted those stats, then you just speak to Tony Alva. You can speak to him like over the wall. And then you have to do a pogo. So you just do the pogo, then you can immediately spacewalk, which is left, right, kick. Gives you a bit more momentum. And then just do the same with the handstand. Just end it nice and early once you go through the cone. And then Bert slides him again here. Just hold the button. You don't have to actually move, and then just move at the last second to count it.
Hey, and you... So, that's... Not always... And how...
You know, I saw an alien suit.
And then this is going to be the first instance of the first save and quit. So save and quitting in this game, when you quit and continue, you'll get placed in like a different point in the level. So you can use that to sometimes gain time. However, it's also super inconsistent, and you can crash the game a lot. So I would only recommend doing certain save and quits, because these are extremely consistent. I've never crashed doing this save and quit before in my life. But the reason this is consistent is because you wait a second here. So I was doing ollie, and then once I land the ollie, I then quit out. And then go to story, continue, and you're back up here, because you need to go to the bus. If you don't want to do that quit out, then just skate up. But it's like 20 seconds for free. So now you want to go to Hollywood, go in here, buy the alien suit.
Hey there, pal. I dig that shirt.
Don't dick the menuing like I am.
Hey there, pal. Good looking shirt. Nice.
There we go. Go back to Santa Monica. Special back. And then you want to do the last tag.
Hey, what do you want? Help me. Think you could
This
throw
is
my
another
piece
butt
up
slap.
there?
Again, if you don't want a butt slap, just grind up. But it's not too hard.
Nice one. Catch up with me later if you want to do some more art.
Then you want to go back to Tony Alva.
You should...
And then you need to make a trick. So the easiest way to do this is just go new rotation, rotation, then press B, B, done. Enter on your keyboard to type in a name, and then you're done.
You should... But don't...
And now you just need to create a trick on here, which is
What? I knew...
up, down Y, or up, down triangle, or up, down rail, or whatever. And then you have to not spin on this, and do the tricks again, so it's kick, kick, rail, rail, kick, kick. It's going to be different for you, but you get the point.
I can... Thanks. Later, dude.
Then that's Santa Monica done. Then you just want to go over here. Don't miss the rail. There you go. Then speak to this guy to pay for the boat.
No.
There you go. And now, so here, if you get the stat sponsor challenges, like you're in the right time during a run, you need to get a 30k combo. So you can just do that with flying around. It's really easy. There you go. Done. There's also another quit out here that apparently was discovered years ago, but nobody started doing it. So I have no idea how consistent it is. Also, I didn't get the stats there because obviously this is still the same run where I've been explaining stuff. But what you do is, as soon as you see the oil rig load like that, then you quit out, and when you spawn here, then you can just jump all the way down into the water, and it'll put you at the bottom, and then you're done. Go straight to this goal. So, I did it once just then. That was the first time I'd ever done it, and I didn't crash, so therefore it's 100% consistent. So here you want to do the same thing again, where you do the grind, acid drop grind, and then use spine transfer to cancel it. And then this one's really simple, you just do exactly as it says, there's no way to speed this up. Just jump the shark.
Thanks.
Immediately pull left.
Then
Take the lift up.
the black now.
Grind the blast caps.
Now I have to get right.
Then this bit's kind of a ball ache. This will require a small amount of practice. So you want to go all the way up here, and then just as you're about to turn off, then you jump, and you want to stick a slap. Just as you turn like that, then jump and stick a slap. So this next one is you just grind, jump on here, and hop left, and as soon as you touch this bit, you're done.
Hey,
It's easy. Then you want to go to this guy, which is basically just grind the blast caps V2, but it's on a much steeper incline, so it's kind of a ball ache to do. So you can just jump at the last second here to get the last bit, even though you don't technically grind it, doesn't matter. I'm going to do immediately 180, go up here. Then this is the last oil rig goal. You just need to get to the chopper as fast as possible, so the fastest way is across here, across the pipe. Transfer to bank.
that's now the well.
And then you want to acid drop like that, because it skips the slow-mo sequence. And then this is another very consistent save and quit that I would recommend doing. As soon as you get here and land, then quit out, and it'll take you back to the start of Santa Monica again. Saves you going all the way through that pipe. Want to go to the ranch again. This route that I'm taking on the way here, by the way, is the fastest way, grinding those wires across the ranch, so yeah, would recommend doing that as well. Forgot to mention. So this is just climb up, and then climbing up this crane is kind of a ball ache. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold and then bail like that, or like fall down, and it'll warp you up to the top. It's a lot easier than trying to climb up properly. And then here, just kind of be careful that you don't kind of fall off, because it'll see warp you again. And then just make sure you're tagging in the right place. It's kind of awkward, but you kind of get a feel for it after a
Got a
while.
call from Boone. The black.
How do I get?
Head through. But what?
So let's go to downtown. I didn't realize, by the way, but you won't usually have the alien suit at this point. It's just a rare kind of glitch that can happen, I guess. So yeah. If you're wondering why I have the alien suit and you don't. So next we need to go to downtown, speak to the Black Widow guys, but first we're going to do the last downtown tag. The reason we left it so long is because it's pretty much on the way here.
So, what's it? Help me. Think you could throw my piece up?
So the easiest way to do this setup is to just hold run up, and then hold run up again here.
Nice one. Catch up
I
with
still
you
see
later if
people
you want
trying to
some
like
more
wall
art.
ride up and shit. I don't know why people do that. It's annoying. And jump in here, you'll trigger the cutscene. And then we need to go and make the tag that we've got all the styles for. Oops. There is a way you can skip this section with New Game Plus, but it's New Game Plus, and you shouldn't be doing it.
Hey, bro. What's it gonna be?
So we want to create a graphic. Go create new. Select and just select the first one for number 2. Select the same again. Make sure you've got one of each. So the first one's a stencil, second one's a graphic, that one's a throw up, and then that one's a tag. And that's done. Just press done. And then we need to go to Santa Monica to get the tattoo. The Black Widows. So just go here.
Hey man, I do
Get
all
the first one on the list.
You got
There you go. And head back to downtown again. Alright, sorry about that. Just had to sneeze really quick. Quick little sneeze break. So yeah, once you're done with that, then we need to go back to Hector, who's just over here. I'm Hector, man.
Are you Hector?
I'm Heck. You man.
How do you
Black. You know what?
bring it?
All right, man.
Just use the manual to these cones. It's another great place to spacewalk, which is left, right, kick. Gives you a nice little bit of momentum. Done. And then this is the section that you needed the tag for, so you can just start it because we've already done the tag.
Don't expect.
And then once you press Y here to tag, you don't have to tag the whole thing. You can just immediately leave, which saves a bit of time. So ideally you want to one cycle this, because if you take too long, then he'll like re-tag over what you've done, and obviously you have to go all the way back across the town, so it's quite slow. So if you take this route, you should one cycle it every time. That's done.
Wait, Lucas. No, find my to give you.
And then this is where you needed the BMX, but fortunately we already know how to BMX from our time in the Vans Park. So we're just going to go and take the BMX straight to this guy, so we can prove ourselves.
Hey, home. I'm on first finished. That was good for your big.
So you just do a tabletop, which is kick, then a crank flip, which is just right analog stick up,
Okay, this one.
and then a tail whip, which is just right analog stick to the left or right.
Okay, manual.
And in this last one, you don't have to manual whatsoever. You can just jump over, just ride through, and then press wall plant. Bang, nice and easy. So from here, you have two options. You can take the tunnel, or you can do a quit out again. I'm not sure how risky this quit out is, but I'll go for it just now. The reason the quit out is good is it saves you getting off the bike and skating through the tunnel, which is kind of slow and your speed is capped. So yeah, if you want to do the quit out, then you quit out right here. And it takes you here, you do a 180 and go to the bus. And then go to East LA. And then you can just go to the goal as normal. But I wouldn't recommend going for this quit out because it's untested as to how consistent it is. And it only saves like 3 or 4 seconds. So what I would instead recommend doing is I'll just go back and show you. Alright, so let's assume that we're in the same place again, and we're not going to do the quit out. all that you do is just, you can take the BMX if you want, but I just get off immediately. You're going to have to get off at some point anyway. And then just grab special, get out a switch stance, and then just do the same as what you do from Beverly Hills to Hollywood and vice versa. Just do the wall rides across. Because your speed is hard capped again. And then just go up this way again to the next goal. This is what I would heavily recommend doing. Unless a consistent setup is found for the other quit out. So this ledge is kind of a dick to get on. So what I do is I just do a backflip and then move once I've jumped up. And then just kind of walk slowly towards these and then spam like this. Because getting them is pretty inconsistent and stupid. And just grind the jeans all pants down or whatever. A lot of the East LA goals are pretty ass. This is another one. So you have to break the wood twice, like that, and then toss him your board. But you have to throw it really, like, precisely, otherwise he won't do it. So what I do is I line up so you're just to his left, and then you drop it, like, right in front of him. And that should work most of the time.
Hey, what?
Yeah.
And then there are 3 goals in East LA that you have the option to do. You only need to do one of them in easy, so because Dave's is the closest, we'll do that. So there you just mash spine. The hobo blows up the car somehow, because fucking Tony Hawk's. And you just need to grind and get the parts. Then we're going to walk back to the skate ranch, but there's a chance that if you're unlucky enough, you won't get the option to walk back. If that happens, then you got memed. Like that. That won't come up whatsoever. So all that you do is you just take the bus and then skate back to the ranch. But it sucks because it's like 30-second time loss for something that isn't your fault. It's really stupid.
Job's over, jerky.
Look, we got. Hey, you.
So all that you do here is you just spam kick, tag this guy 32 times. Why it's 32 specifically, I don't know. But an interesting thing about this is that, as you can see, once he gets up, he'll get on an invisible skateboard and then step off it. Like he has the animation of getting on the skateboard even though he doesn't have a skateboard. And then he'll step off the skateboard that he doesn't have. It's really strange. So yeah, now we need to go back to Hollywood. We have to skate all the way there, which sucks. Because obviously when your speed is capped, you go very slow. So try and grind as much as possible. Grind the escalator again, it's nice and speedy. And then slowly go across here, slowly wall ride. And then that's East LA done. Once you speak to Joey.
Buddy. Hey, you.
Oops, don't accidentally sketch your car. So then you just need to go to Beverly Hills to start the pro goals section. And just kind of dick around for a bit and eventually the cutscene will start. There it is.
Sorry to drag you out of there, but it was an emergency. Murphy has a plan.
Dude, I just got a text message. Word is Tony Hawk's shopping here on Rodeo Drive. Like right now.
So there are a shitload of pros that you can speak to. But there's a really specific route that you should take because a lot of them are really awful. Their goals are really long. And shit. So, yeah. Just do these ones, trust me. It'll save you a... Not only is it faster, and you should do it anyway, but some of the pro goals in this game are just so stupid. Half of them don't work, like you'll do exactly what they ask you to, and you'll fail anyway. And then the other ones are just so stupidly boring. So Tony Hawk you have to do. You don't have to go up the half-pipe like he does.
Watch and learn.
And then this section is really stupid. So he says in the cutscene that you have to do a front-side hurricane. But obviously, as you can see, we're in regular stance. So we're lined up to do it backside right now. So you do it backside, and it should count. Even though it asks you to do it frontside. If you do it frontside, you fail. Which is beyond retarded. But yeah, you know, fucking whatever, right? So you can do a gymnast punch straight away by pressing down and left, and then Y instead of down. And then just make sure you don't cancel it too early like that, otherwise you'll bail.
No.
And then you have to do this spine into the 900. You can't go the other way, so then you immediately do a 180. Grind this if you can.
Here's the latest.
And then speak to day one.
Hey,
Day one's pro goal is super easy.
I don't want to double watch. Now it's your.
It's just double blunt slide, which is down left and then YY into a heel flip and then a manual. It's done. Nice and easy. And then we want to go to downtown. Downtown has 3 different pro goals, and we're going to do two of them. We're not going to do all 3 because fucking the third one is awful.
Oh yeah. What? Go ahead. Green. Alright.
So fortunately, Mike V's is pretty easy. Well, I say easy, but the first thing he has to do is a triple impossible, which I don't know if you know, if any of you who will be watching this know much about in real life skateboarding, but that isn't possible. It's literally impossible. You can't just do a triple impossible. If you kicked like Mike V does there, your board would just come from underneath you. Like,
Right on. How about a
you wouldn't be
triple
able to
heel flip?
stick a landing or catch the board at all. Like, triple heel flips and stuff are impossible. You can do those on flat, but a triple impossible just... It just isn't possible. Let's just go with that. Especially the way they do it in Terminal. So the next guy is P-Rod, which is here. And you just need to get a shipment of shoes. 30 shoe boxes. There are actually 50 shoe boxes. You only need 30 of them. So if you miss a shoe box, don't worry. Just continue. There's no point going back for it. But this is the route you would take, assuming you don't miss any. And the last one's just on here.
Hey man, working on. Oh.
Done. And then, as I say, we're not going to do Tony T's goal because it's fucking stupid and shouldn't be in the game because it clearly hasn't been tested. We're going to go straight to East LA and do Stevie Williams' goal instead. Stevie Williams' goal is another goal that you should practice before attempting it in a run because it involves doing nollie tricks, and the game doesn't ask you or teach you how to do nollie tricks at all. It doesn't even mention them until this goal. So, butt slapping up there, bit of a time save, you don't have to do it.
Oh, yo, I'm the start. Now remember here. Now you.
So the way you do nollie, it tells you to press N, but yeah, it's not N. So right now I have, it's whatever the opposite button to your switch stance is. So my switch stance is right bumper. So then I've got my left bumper as nollie and pressure stance. So you can set that up in the controls in the launcher. Just make sure you've got a bind for it. So you can make this all in one go, but it's kind of awkward in nollie stance. Like that.
Alright, cool. Yo, what?
But if you feel like you're not making it, because you got to jump super late in order to get it, there's a way to cheese it. So if you jump early like this and you go, I'm not gonna make it, get off your board and then get on again there, and it'll count. This one they give you a nice little ledge that you can do, so you do a nollie and then a hard flip.
Alright, kid. Yo, now watch.
And then this one's really simple, just nollie, hard flip, manual. Manual.
You looking? You see that kid pull a nollie?
Now this one is difficult because they don't line you up correctly. You need to do a nollie triple heel flip onto the kicker, which is miles away. So you need to go right and then left again and then jump very, very late and you'll just about make it. You should practice that. Because even with a lot of practice, I still sometimes fuck that up. And then a bone dolly, this one's nice and easy. Cancel the text. And then the last pro that you've got to do is BAM.
Bam! Go for, let's see you do a approach the ledge with speed, ollie, turn, slide, and then right away go.
Then he teaches you how to tail slide for some reason. He does it in Switch and says that you don't have to.
Alright, I'm gonna
Again, for some reason. He also tells you to do it backside, even though he does it front side because he's in Switch.
I corrected you.
But yeah, I think I've proven at this point that this game makes no sense. And then you just stall on this shopping cart and kind of dick around until it goes to the end.
Dude, you got incoming!
And then there's an unskippable cutscene of Bam farting on a homeless man. Because fucking Bam Majera. And then speaks to the taco truck ladies who unlock the casino.
Give me.
give her the money. And then this is the final section of the game. The casino level. This level is the shortest level in the game as well. It's very, very easy. There's only one goal that I would say you should practice at all. The rest is really simple stuff. So as soon as you get in, turn left and go up this lift. Speak to Iggy. Then this is just the exact same balloons goal from Santa Monica. You just got to kill old ladies instead of divers or whatever. And then as soon as you're about to tag the last lady, make sure you pull left. Oh, I missed apparently. But pull left, because it'll kind of try and launch you off, which is really annoying. Then you go around, do Boone's goal, which is really simple. Just spine transfer kickflip into a spine transfer double kickflip. But be careful here, because if you get off your board in a really specific part here, then you can clip right through the floor. So yeah, be careful about that.
Yo, see that? It ain't that shit. Yeah.
So this one you just got to climb up here. Once you go to do the acid drop, make sure you push forward, because if you acid drop too early like that, you'll just eat shit. So make sure you hold forward while you're doing that. So you clear the diving board. And then you go over, and just get off your board, push forward a bit, and then hold stall, and you'll get it. This is the only one that I would say requires any practice. So I butt slap up, but you can just boneless if you want, and then press up as soon as you're about to hit the to the light fixture. If you time it any other way than that, then you won't get it. And then that one is just down and Y when you're on the way down. And then now you're onto the final part of the game. So this is just basically a chase segment. You get chased by a police helicopter all the way across the map, all the way back to the ranch from here. So yeah, it's pretty boring, but it's
Oh, God, crap, remember.
It's a decent little ending to the game. So go back to the ranch. Nice little slow-mo section here for some reason. And just optimize it by grinding wherever you can. Excuse me. And then here again, you want to wall ride around the corners. Get out of switch stance. And then there's a little neat trick you can do here, where you can jump like that. Oops, almost got caught. And then skip over this roof to save you going round, which is quite nice. Saves a couple of seconds. And here you abuse the escalators to get a nice amount of speed, and then immediately get hard capped again, so you're resident sleeping right now. So just do a couple of wall rides, or grinds if you're a dumbass like me. And then grind across the wire here, but you want to jump off quite early, like here, because these guards can kill you even if you're 20 feet above them. Their hitboxes extend all the way up. It's really dumb. So yeah, just go across on the floor like that instead. And then do the traditional skate ranch route, and then you're done. Timer ends as soon as this cutscene starts, right now. So it would be time. And that's the end of the game. That's how to speedrun the story mode for Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. Now you've got 5 more minutes of unskippable bullshit cutscenes.
Dude, that Mindy chick is off the hook. I wish she was
So yeah, I hope you enjoyed.
Every day, all day. Woo! Know what I'm saying, sweetie? I'm ready to go big. I was born to go big. I want to go bigger.
I'll leave links to the Tony Hawk Speedrunning Discord, where you can talk to myself and other runners about strats if you have any questions or anything like that. I'll also leave a link to Silent's butt slap tutorial, so you can learn from that. And also a link to the speedrun.com leaderboard, so you can look at guides and resources and all that shit. And I'll also link my save.
Hello, hello. We got some breaking news here on Tony Hawk's Demolition Radio, a Sirius Satellite Radio exclusive. It is official. Thanks to all the crew over at American Wasteland, Iggy Van Zant is now the official owner of the renowned Green Pipes Point Skate Park. There's a massive blowout party happening tonight, so grab your deck, cruise on over, and enjoy the ride.
Yo, 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 tell Iggy and all your homies I said, what's up, baby?
So yeah, that's the end of the game. The end of the guide as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments, or you can check the description for my Discord or Twitter or anything like that and contact me that way. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.